here we have your e-collar. So the size receiver may vary for you based on the size of your dog. There are 4 different size receivers that we use, but the remote is always the same. It's the Easy 900, and I'm going to walk you through the bells and whistles. Okay. You have your remote or your transmitter and your collar or receiver, a lanyard, your charging cord, there's a little USB thingy here that you can connect for more additional features. Honestly, we think that is totally unnecessary. There's enough complexity to this for someone who does not have experience with it, so how we use it is very simple. Okay. You have a charging port in your remote here on the back. This one is kind of in the shape of your cell phone. That port goes here. And for your collar, the charging port goes here, and that connects to the round one. Okay. When your collar is charging, a light here and a light here will be red. When it's charged, it'll turn green. So like any other electronic, when you see that it's fully charged, go ahead and take it off the charger. Soon as you take it off the charger, the single most important thing you are going to do is turn on your receiver. And how you do that is by marrying these 2 red dots together. There's just a little magnet in there. So on, off, on, off. The first green light is only indicative that you've turned the unit on. You have to wait and see what color your blink is. Green, good, orange, dying, red, dead. So a lot of people will make the mistake of doing this and going ahead and putting it on their dog, not realizing that their battery was dead or dying. So before you put the collar on the dog, you need to make sure you see a blinking green light. Okay. Over here, for your remote, you have a button on the side that says on, off. Hold it for about a second. It'll turn the unit on. Hold it for another second. It'll turn the unit off. Okay. So we have your antenna, your dial up, your dial down. Nothing is being transmitted to the dog unless you push your black S on the side. These buttons are red because you can add a secondary dog, but what your trainer will do is we will program all these 4 buttons to do the same thing for you. Okay. If I scroll up to a level, again, nothing is being transmitted to the dog unless I push my black S. This is the button you should be using. This is called the Easy Educator because using your index finger here and your thumb to scroll up and down is the easiest way to use this remote, and it's much easier than their other model, which is round. So what I've done is programmed all 4 buttons to do the same thing. It's the easiest way to use it. So if you look at the screen up close, you will see an M, a C, a V, and a T. It stands for momentary, continuous, vibration, tone. When you are using your e-collar, we just want continuous. I want to be able to do a quick second of stim or a longer hold based on the situation. So if my level was locked on momentary, I would not be able to do that. So I don't want that. We have very little use for the vibration or the tone. In unique cases, the trainer that you're working with may pair one of these other buttons to one of these other features if it benefits your dog, but typically speaking, all you need is your continuous level, and then you can go up, down. When you push the button, Okay, I will hold it here. You will see that red light. And you'll see that it went off, even though that my finger didn't come off the button. So it has a safety feature that it will disconnect after about 8 seconds of holding it. So if I'm calling my dog and I'm saying come and the dog doesn't listen and I say no, come, and I dial up and the dog is still chasing something, keep in mind that you would have to let go and reapply. It does max out. Okay. Once in a while, you will find that even if you scroll up, your level is locked. So what that meant was you hit this P button above your on-off button over here. That stands for program. So it means that you accidentally held this button as you tapped one of these buttons. So how to unlock your level is simply by pushing the P button over here again until it blinks, and now it's unlocked. A really nice feature that this e-collar comes with is a flashlight mode. So if you want to use it for leash walking at night in the neighborhood, it's really great for that, or camping. It's amazing for camping. So what you're gonna do is make sure that the light side of your receiver is facing down so it lights up the floor, not upwards where it would get lost in your dog's fur. And what you're gonna do is make sure your dial is not on 0, but a number, and just go ahead and tap the on-off button once for a blinking light, tap it again for a solid light, and 3 times for off. So once for blinking, tap it again for solid, and again for it to turn off. Love this feature, super useful.